Hey guys, it's Linux next here. In today's video, we are going to be going over the Cosmic Alpha 3 release that happened, I think, yesterday. And we'll be going over some of the new little features that they have added, the future features that they're going to add, and some of the features that I'm going to rehash over that I would love to see in the Cosmic desktop. And before this video starts, definitely give it a like and definitely subscribe to the channel. I would definitely appreciate it. So the first thing we're going to talk about is the bugs in the Cosmic desktop, as I feel like when we make some desktop release videos, we should be showing just the bugs straight out of the gate, just in case if there's any developers watching this video, they just get to know the bugs that I'm experiencing on the Cosmic desktop or whatever desktop that I'm running. So one thing to note is that on the Cosmic desktop, since Alpha 2 to Alpha 3, there has been a lot of bug fixes, I would say. And the first one that I continue to see when it comes to a bug on the Cosmic desktop that I mentioned last time in Alpha 2 was about the wallpaper changing with same wallpaper on all displays. If I disable this and it brings up my 3 monitors that I have here, and let's say I choose this one on my main monitor, and then I choose this one for my right monitor, and then I choose this one for my left monitor. And then I click same wallpaper on all displays. And then let's say I want to change it. So let's pick this one. As you can see, it's not changing all of my wallpapers on all of my monitors. I can't show the other monitors. I guess I can kind of, but do the screen capture and we open up the selector and we select like HDMI here. We can see that the other wallpaper is still applied. And then if we go back, we can see that this one here is still the same also. And then same with the right one, that is the other wallpaper. So it doesn't change to the wallpaper I just selected there to be displayed on all the monitors. So that's one bug that I experienced in Alpha 2 and it's still being experienced in Alpha 3. So hopefully they fix this little bug that I'm experiencing if they can actually replicate the issue. And then the other bug that I have experienced is this little trash shortcut icon showed up out of nowhere. And as you can see here, it is being underneath of this panel. So I can't move it, I don't think. No, I cannot move it. And I'm pretty sure you can change some of the settings, like desktop view options. You can show what gets mounted, but as you can see, it's underneath the panel. So at some point, I'm guessing they're probably going to fix this. If they do have this problem on their desktop right now with like a trash icon or drives that are mounted, they are underneath the panel a little bit. So it would be cool if it could be moved down a little bit so it looks more properly shown on the desktop screen. And that's basically it. And when it comes to some of the other bugs that I experienced, like say like the workspace bug I had in like Alpha 1, where I was like switching workspaces and it like bugged out. That doesn't happen. And then the other one is with the app launcher. When you scroll too far down, it will close itself when you're about to like reach the bottom and then the app launcher would just close. That doesn't happen anymore, so that's really good to see. Now, when it comes to what is new with the Alpha 3 release, what little new features have they included in the desktop? Well, the first one is with the app launcher, they did change some rather big things under the hood. I know there's some new updates to like their core components with this type of app launcher and some other things that they use. And one thing that I did notice with it is that there is now a more smoother scrolling. So before it was rather faster, I would say, and you get to the bottom of the page really quickly. Now it's a lot more smoother and slower when it comes to scrolling through it, which I prefer the other way, but this way is perfectly fine. I'm perfectly okay with this. So it's a good feature, but it also depends on the user and what they prefer, but it is a new feature nonetheless. Now, when it comes to the settings, I did notice a couple of few things. One is the interface density. I don't know if this was in Alpha 2. I'm pretty sure it wasn't, but you can change the density of the overall settings of how compact you want it to be. So if you want it to be compact, you want it to be comfortable, you want it to be spacious. So if I change it to spacious, that's what spacious looks like. It's pretty laid out a lot more. And then compact, everything's a lot more compact. I do like compact, I would say. It's a pretty shrunken down, I would say. And then there's just comfortable, which is the default behavior for the general UI of Cosmic. Then the other one is that you can change your system font, your monospace font now, which is pretty cool. So you can choose a wide variety of fonts that you have installed on your system and pick them accordingly to change if you want a different system font. And then you still do have the icons and toolkit theming that you just click on here and it opens up the side panel where you can pick your icon pack and then you can apply a GNOME theme for the Cosmic theme that you're using. And then another small little one that I found in the settings was a new new power saving option. So now turn off the screen after. There's now an option to actually change this, and then there is the automatic suspend. So you get these two options now to choose when you want the automatic suspend to happen, and then when you want to turn off the screen after how many minutes that you want that to be. Now, when it comes to the Cosmic Store, not much has really changed, I would say. The only one is that they've added a category for made for Cosmic applications, so applications that have been designed or developed in the Cosmic mindset. So there's a bunch of applications here that I've seen over the past couple of months that are now widely available through the FlatHub repository. Like one application that I like is called Cosmic Tweaks, where you can customize Cosmic a bit more, and you can get different color themes, which is connected to the Cosmic theme website, where you can post your own themes for the Cosmic desktop. So you can go and just browse a bunch of themes that you want here, and then easily just click install color theme, and then you're able to just select that in your Cosmic settings, which is pretty cool. Now, when it comes to Cosmic files, not much has really changed, only a couple little things. One of them was, I think a lot of people didn't really like it. I personally didn't really like it either, is when you would launch, let's say you go into pictures and you select this KDE mascot picture. When you would left click on it, it would bring up a sidebar view of that image every time you would click on a certain image, like that KDE mascot, for example. And now that is turned off by default. So if you click on show details, it now brings it up there. And I'm pretty sure there's other ways of doing it. And then the other little small change that I did see also is that you can click on this cool thing called a gallery preview. So if there is pictures in your directory that you're in currently in the Cosmic files, you can click on this and it will bring up just a gallery of pictures that you have in whatever directory. And as you see, there is some of the pictures that I have, and it displays them extremely well, I would say. Now, the reason I don't use the Cosmic desktop right now, I would say, is because there is still a couple of things that need to be added. But one of the biggest ones is just playing games on Cosmic. It's still not really ready, I would say. It's got a decent amount of work still to go when it comes to how the games launch, and then things like cursor focus in games. So sometimes your cursor won't work in some of the video games, and then when it comes to actually the game even launching, some don't even launch. And I'm the one who maintains this GitHub issue page for games that don't do work on the Cosmic desktop on AMD, Nvidia, and Intel, and I try to keep this updated rather quickly, I would say. And as you can see, there is a lot of games that simply just don't work properly, either because they don't know, they launch in the background, or some of them have like a flickering window mode because they don't launch in full screen. Some other ones, like the launcher works properly now but has some weird glitches also, launches in the background on full screen and borderless window, and the FPS is capped to 60 FPS, and there's an invisible cursor in the window mode. So as you can see, there's still some things that need to be ironed out when it comes to the gaming side of Cosmic, and hopefully by, when Cosmic comes out to like beta, I would say, I would hope so, that gaming is a lot more just easier to do on the desktop environment. Now, when it came to what else was included in Alpha 3, there was a couple of things that I did miss about when I was talking about Cosmic files. One was like, Cosmic files can now mount encrypted drives as well as run executable files. So that's really good to see. There is a empty trash added to right-click menu on trash in the sidebar, and then they also have supported the JPEG XL file image format. So that's really good to see. If you don't know what that is like the predecessor to JPEG. It has really good like compression and really good quality for the compression that you get out of it. Another one is added open and open with options for files in the navbar/sidebar, and remove the open in new tab and open in new window options. Another one that has been added for the Cosmic Store was that they added a local Debian packages support and Flatpak ref support. So that's really good to see also. One other small one was, well, not really a small one, but it was about the network applet. So it said here, after waking from sleep or after network comes disconnected, the network applet will reconnect to the most recent network. So that's really good. Your network applet will reconnect to the most recent network. And then also clipboard support has been added. So that's also really good to see. And there was a bunch of bug fixes and performance improvements, like padding fixes for headers in compact density mode, improved search performance, cursor follows focus now places cursor in the center of the window, enabled switching workspaces while the launcher is open. Performing this action closes the launcher. Fixes for file and folder naming issues. File names put in quotation marks when named in copy. Caps lock can now be remapped to control. Fixed eject button for safe unmounting of external storage devices. Desktop view options removed from right-click menu when not on desktop. Fixed to prevent pinning of duplicate items to the sidebar. Fixed crashing with Thunderbird when changing keyboard settings. Fixed a bug that caused app icons to be missing or low res. Fixed an issue causing the top panel to become inactive. Show password button on the login screen now works when clicked. Dock settings now show all selection options for show on display feature, fixed an issue with looping animations when switching from workspace 2 to workspace 1. Tilde and other affected keys can once again be used in the terminal on international layouts. App URLs now stack in Cosmic Soul when the window is narrow. Mouse movement when double clicking will not interrupt the input. Input volume in the sound applet now shows the input volume rather than the output volume. Fix remove from sidebar option appearing for non-favorited items. Fix tree view behavior in Cosmic Edit's single column view. Fix an issue with sound volume debounce has been resolved. Context menu radius now respects radius preferences in app appearance settings. Connected devices listed in power and battery settings no longer incorrectly showing as charging. Fix an issue where notifications interfere with overlapping applet dropdowns, as well as an issue with non-selectable right-click menus overlapping panels. Fix an issue with Cosmic Render not listing all connected monitors. Launcher fixes. Proper alignment for Java UI buttons. So as you can see, there is a bunch of bug fixes here, which is quite insane for just about a month work from the Cosmic team, which the Cosmic team is around 7-ish people, maybe bigger now. So that's really good to see that there has been so many bug fixes. And the last one I forgot to mention was about accessibility. There is screen reader support now in early testable state. Currently, Firefox and GNOME apps will work with the Orca screen reader. Over the next month, we'll add support for Cosmic interfaces and applications. Screen reader key binding support is only on Pop! OS unless other distros patch AT-SPI2 Core, which is some certain package probably for getting the accessibility screen reader or Orca screen reader working properly under Wayland. This work is meant as a proof of concept that other distros and desktops may choose to adopt for screen readers on Wayland. Additionally, an accessibility applet is coming soon for toggling the screen reader on and off from the panel. Until the applet is ready, run Orca in the terminal to start the screen reader. So if you are like visually impaired or you really need the Orca screen reader, you can run it in the terminal and it should be able to work, but it will soon get a applet for that option, so you can use a screen reader on the Cosmic desktop. And then what is happening with the future of the Cosmic desktop? What is coming next, or what is to do in like certain applications or certain components in the Cosmic world? Well, the first one is with settings. So one that they haven't done yet is the users and in system and accounts, so that has to be done. The region and language, the desktop window management, so the window management isn't finished yet. There's still more things they want to add to it. There's still more things they want to add to power and battery. OS update and recovery also needs to be implemented. As I know in Pop! OS, that option is available. So they basically, that is a mandatory thing they will have to add. So then people who are running Pop! OS on a laptop, when they move to Cosmic, that option will be available for them. And then the accessibility design is in progress currently. And then default applications, so things like the Cosmic files, the text editor, the terminal, all those things need to be rather finished. The startup applications, that design is in progress also. And then for the compositor, we need the DPMS for turning off the screen, the frosted effect, variable refresh rate, HDR, which is going to be post Cosmic Epoch 1 release, and then Nightlight, which is something I have been wanting for a while. That's going to be post Cosmic Epoch 1 release also. And then there's some other incomplete but plain features, which is more accessibility features, calendar integration like Evolution Data Server, workspaces, window management, and animation improvements. And then for apps, there will be initial setup screen, because I'm guessing that isn't available right now. I'm pretty sure they're using the other one, the older version they're using right now, instead of a new one that they want to try out for the Cosmic desktop. And then additional features and refinement for Cosmic files. Now, there is one other thing I would like to see in the Cosmic, actually no, two things I would like to see in the Cosmic desktop. One would be the keyboard shortcuts. It would be really cool if there was a add key binding option to automatically do it instead of having to type what shortcut you want to do. I know some people don't think that's really a problem, but on other desktops, you can automatically just select the shortcut you want to do and it will just output it for you automatically instead of you having to type the word for what shortcut you want to do. And then the other one is, well, on the features they want to do, they want to add variable refresh rate, but I would like to see them add screen tearing also, as that is a protocol that is available on Wayland that you can do, and it does work on KDE Plasma with 6.2. So I would really like to see that in the display option with variable refresh rate, so you can combine it. So if I go over my, I think it's like 120 hertz variable refresh rate, then when it goes over that, it's going to tear, and then I'll get screen tearing on my display. And then the other one I forgot to mention is being able to control each application for the audio. Now, I know you can use other applications to do that, but it would be nice if I was able to control each application audio in the sound Cosmic settings itself. And then there's one more that I would like to see, and that is when you uninstall a Flatpak application on the Discover store, and I think on GNOME software, there's an option that usually comes up where you're able to remove the dependencies that got left behind after uninstalling a Flatpak application. So I would really like to see that in the Cosmic store also. So if I uninstall Literacy, maybe there's a button that comes up here saying that there is dependencies that have been left behind. Would you like to remove them? And then the final, last one that I would like to see in the Cosmic desktop is being able to choose which monitor is your main monitor so that games can launch on that main monitor without having to move your cursor over to the main monitor you want the game to launch. So I could have my monitor on my third monitor, and when I launch a game, it's not going to launch on my third monitor, it's going to launch on my first monitor, which is marked as the main monitor. So that does it for this video, I would say. I'd like to know your thoughts about the Cosmic desktop, if there's any features you would like to see in the Cosmic desktop, or if you haven't used the Cosmic desktop and you would like to ask me some questions of some certain feature is available on the desktop right now, I would really like to know. Definitely subscribe to the channel, definitely like the video, and thank you to my supporters. I'll show a screenshot of them now. I really do appreciate you guys giving me money every single month, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.